Well, now she might need more because the Hive has been picked up by Team Spirit and now the Lapu Lapu as well. So Lapu and Ruby, I would say it's a pretty good matchup because both kind of want to fight around minions.
Yep.
And when there's minions around, they're just going to lifesteal just way too much.
Team Spirit have already shown their cards. Guinevere banned on the side of YG, still picking for the jungle. Harara taken away. The Ling has not been played since what feels like a few weeks ago. And so the Nolan it is. You guys called it. And you like it a little bit better, you said, LaFell.
Yeah, just because the Nolan can match the speed of Harara, but we'll see. If this Selena does have the Veteran Hunter, then maybe Harara will just be that bit faster, but I feel like YG has a comp that can slow them down enough that it just neutralizes whatever advantage.
Base team, you know, every single time they get that win, they just seem to be sharper. They seem to build up so much steam as they get right into this game. Team Spirit going to be on blue side, facing up against the Yangon Galacticos on the red. Purple start here from Zar and Sunset Lover. It's going to be a green camp start on the purple side for Yangon.
I just really like Team Spirit's draft, though, honestly. Just looking at the way that they play, how they, again, control these neutral objectives. It seems like they have built a composition to play around that, right? Even Bomba on an old, but still signature Lapu Lapu pick against Ying here. He's going to have to be careful against a Ruby. Ying's doing a good amount of damage, but he popped the regen, Ying.
Yeah.
So that was
it's okay.
Very weird.
At least for Ruby, she's not hyper reliant on it, right? You naturally inbuilt sustain, just needs to walk up to the wave. I'm low, not a big item, not a big deal. But every single time she tries to go for the sustain, she's unintentionally pushing the wave, right? Now Sanji, we're looking back at the emblems. It is Season Hunter here, but Sanji did have to take the Purify. And the same goes for Hiko. So very lucky matchup here for both Sanji and Hiko.
Sanji already winning in the lane earlier, but Hiko will be able to get that gold crab with the help of Sunset Lover to relieve our pressure a bit. Kid Bomba spots out Han up top. Gonna have to respect this man, but Bomba actually just walks up onto Han. Wait! A fracture on the other side. Now, these were the jitters I expected game one.
Yeah. But I think maybe the pressure is starting to surmount, and I think at least for Han, he recognizes like, okay, my ult technically pretty short. I can use it willy-nilly as long as there's like 15 seconds on that turtle. Then it's fine. We can still look for other plays across the map. The question is, what is that play going to look like, right? Because every single time it comes down to the mid side, both teams are very well adjusted to each other. You can see that a lot of their rotations, they're not taking the dangerous paths no more. They're opening up the map slowly after sending 1 or 2 members. And Blink this time, he's back on Minesweeper duty.
Bomba got level 4 though. Blink opening up. This should be a free neutral objective with the Season Hunter, or rather just the Selena. Boom, bang, Team Spirit without even the retribution pick up the neutral objective again. 3 games in a row. It's them who strike first on the neutral objective.
Yeah, let's see whether the vertical jungling is going to start, right? An invasion from Harara, able to steal away at least 1 green camp. Han, doesn't go vertically. He's going to head straight to his next buff here. Notices that it's missing. What can you do about it? Little Water is up in 11 seconds, but here on top side, this is where it's extremely volatile, right? Because Kid Bomba, if he can zone Ying away from that lane, they're in trouble.
Pullback Bomba's able to escape just in time. Doesn't even burn the flicker. And now they try to regain control over the map. Link in the mid lane now, shoved away from that bush. Sour Ego still has a whole bottom side jungle to clear.
And I love the fact that Yangon are taking into account everything. Hey, Bomba's walking in a pretty weird direction. There's a good chance there's an Abyssal Arrow coming in the exact same linear trajectory. So at this point, Yangon have a lot of different things to think about micro-wise on top of making some heavy decisions. And I think for TS, they don't mind it, taking it just a little slow, right? We're expecting the big fights to happen by neutral objectives and nowhere else.
This is where it gets really good for the Harith, you know. Early on, level 1 to 3, the Claude's gonna have an advantage, you know, able to get away from the Synchro Fission, but the thing about the Harith is, as long as he's able to survive that level 1 to 3, he gets complete monopoly over the gold crabs, and that's going to give him such a big lead later on, obviously, if it continues here. So, YG, I think they gotta have to try sending some of those members down below to just take the gold crab away. It doesn't even matter if Sanji doesn't get it, as long as it's not on the hands of Hiko.
Yep, they just have to deny it. And let's not forget about the lane matchup. There still is a kill angle for Hiko onto Sanji, assuming that Sanji has no BMI and happens to get caught by whether it's the edge, ideally in the middle of that Zaman Force. The movement speed reduction, really a pain in the butt in the early stages of the game. Okay.
Wow! Untargetable into the immobilization. The Imofanic comes around right now. Sunset didn't land the Abyssal Arrow. TS will call it off.
Great composure coming in from Ying. If I was in that position, I would have flickered or something. But again, holding it close and making sure that they're playing against the wave to sandbag the lane.
Now the Abyssal Arrow again, now landing! It's you with a flicker, that's why! He saved it all the time, Zaur's still able to get the retry in time as Ying. He had the composure, but it's the all-in onto him as Zaur is waiting for the untargetable, goes under tournament, is able to go back and forth, oh my god! Zaur!
Outplays him with the iframe, Zaur does it perfectly! I really thought that maybe he should die there, and he still survived! He's got the combo points!
The Wonder Boy of ECA! Zaur Egoist! First it was Blink, second attempt was Han. Both failed, and Baba takes the XP crab away.
Now, this is a very similar rotation that we saw in game number 2 coming in from the Yangon Galacticos. Sunset Lover finds the punish, chunks Han out and says, you better go back to base. That orange buff, you're not going to get anywhere near it. And Sunset Lover is walking up to ensure that it's... Oh, hold on. Bit of an awkward time to go for a replay there. But coming back into this fight, the wombo combos, like we mentioned for this composition, they have to be on point. And Team Spirit understand they can't just fight willy-nilly. There's got to be a conversion area.
I thought he was chopped, and then he gets the killing spree proc. And then what happened here? He was probably also screaming, Zaur! Zaur! Oh my god.
It's accurate, even in slow motion. It's just crazy that the lethal ignition didn't proc away. They just needed one more auto attack. It would have done the job. Now, the 2 flickers down on Sunset Lover and as well as Sawa at this stage of the game, but the rest of the team from Yangon Galacticos also about to get their own battle spells up. The major advantage really comes on to the multiple members of TS. From EXP all the way down to gold, everybody has found a slight advantage.
Hiko is really becoming a problem though, right? He already held a monopoly over that gold crab. Now, he's taking the XP crab, putting him in a great position for Turtle 3.
He's just a little itchy for these crabs, you know?
Oh, Zaur. Hey, hold on now.
Hey, he's going to proxy the wave very early on here, and look at the coverage coming in from the rest of TS, right? Han, if he can find this, that would be insane.
Zaur's so smart. Every single time, he never uses both the proxy, only just uses one to clear it out. That's why Han can't go in now. He's going to be spotted. Zaur with the walk up again. He's going to go with the Retribution, and he wins it 50-50. As the Abyssal Arrow lands on Han, and now the rest of the team goes in. Sawo, Wrath of the Dryad, JCC Ying, taken low, but not down just yet. Bomba walks up forward, gets the last hit. Now it's Sanji on Bomba, but Sawo playing a great position, holding it.
Amazing mechanics, really amazing mechanics. Can they get a little bit more here? Because now, this is the position that Yangon always find themselves. Mid-tier 1 threatened, and Han has to give up his life for it too.
Double immobilization from Zaur. Han cannot be walking like that. Sunset with a capitalization, and now Kaize. It's going to be so difficult for him to find burst. Bomba's just taking it like a champ.
Yep, and now from this point onwards, we're expecting TS to just skyrocket. Their stonks are getting bigger and bigger. The gold lead and deficit here for Yangon spreads very thin. Abyssal Arrow connects here, but look at Zaur. He wants to go in, and I'm pretty sure Zaur was telling him, relax.
I think Zaur knows exactly what he was doing there, man. He just wanted to bait out the flicker. That was really good CC immune by Bomba. Now the Wrath of the Dryad and the taunt over. That's going to completely lock down on Blink. Taking out a Sunset is going to be taken low, but is able to get away for a bit, baiting out some resources. Zaur gets away from Ying. And it's TS who are just showing how good they can be with the mechanics as well.
They trade out Sunset Lover for Blink. It's not ideal, of course, but they got the battle spell out of Kaizen. No flicker for him. They're making sure. Let's look at the items real quick. 2 to 1.5. For the comparison between Sanji as well as Hiko. Cheaper items as per usual, but even so, no big items like Lightning Truncheons for the extra burst. We do see a Chastised Pauldron being purchased by Sawo, so again, it's still a little difficult to take him out when he goes for those big flicker plays on top of the Wrath of the Dryads. Overall, the biggest problem right now is the fact that Zara can basically fight whenever alongside with Sunset Lover. With that War Axe, doesn't matter how low he gets chunked out, he will be able to heal back to full as long as there's a wave, there's a camp somewhere.
Uh-oh. Careful, Sanji. Bomba with the Bravest Fighter! Jumps in with the Flicker as well. Now he's going to the Blazing Weapon. He's going to get bursted down now with the Purify. It don't matter. When Bomba knocks, you You just gotta react in time. Blake gets caught in the stun and the Dryad.
The fight was already over
Zaur.
before it even began. I mean, he's gonna try, but they're gonna get him here. Zaur executes him underneath the turret like it was nothing. Fallen Maple, baby! He's so good. These young junglers are ridiculous. Whether it be Han, whether it be Zaur, put him on something as overpowered as a Hirara, and it looks crazy.
Bang. Bonk.
You gotta give it a Kid Bomba here. And also, it's more of a mistake on Sanji for just not instantly purifying and getting out of that position. He held it for a little too long.
And now it's a free neutral objective, 10-1. 6.4k gold lead, Bomba on the Lapu Lapu with Sunset stealing away camps, but you know, Hansa has Retribution, still able to secure it. Fracture on the green camp, not giving anything away, but man. Wait, Zaur got a kill off camera on Kaise, oh, during the replay. Oh my god.
Yup, just one-shot him. Like, he is so strong right now. It's ridiculous. And he's maintaining these War Axe stats.
He doesn't even have side piercer, right?
He doesn't. He doesn't. That's why I say, Hirara, as soon as you hit level 15, you feel like an absolute monster, with or without the CDR, right? Just the natural damage that you have, and you're able to triple it every time you use one of those combo points.
Zaur. Gonna go in, Bomba with a jump on the Bravest Spider, now on YG. Oh, this instant CC immune to get out of that I'm offended Ying. Just cannot land those CC locks.
Oh, and looking down the bot side, you can see that Han is trying his best to get a tier 2. Blink should survive here, but they might just end up losing it here. Yep. Good lord, good lord.
I guess no.
I guess no. I guess no. This is a really tough game. Really tough game for Yangon, right?
Look at the items, bro. What does he have? What is he packing?
I think he's already packing his 4th item at this stage, right? It's an 8k lead. I think 4,000 is like should be on Zaur at this point. He's a 2-level lead against Han. He's stolen what? How many buffs at this point? 3 buffs at this point. It's been difficult. It's been pretty difficult. And Hiko just getting, hey guys, it's me, Feather Heaven. Where y'all at?
Everybody's at 6 items. He's like, yeah, Feather of Heaven.
Guys, my investments are working out.
Dude, I mean, for YG right now, there's literally nothing you can do. It's 11-1. You can only just wait in your base. It's a Eudora as well.
Dude, he is nearly 10,000 extra damage ahead of Kaise, and somehow Han has not been able to find the big burst damage or the snowball that we were looking for. Holy, 4 items!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe it was a little short on the roar, but good.
No wonder. He's basically dealing true damage, right? Before YG members can even get those physical defense items, he already has the Melvic Roar.
Yep, and I love the fact that Kid Bomba understands that he still needs to be somewhat tanky here, right? He's not like trying to greed out, going for the Hunter Strike. He's like, all right, I've got the Queen's Wings, I've got the Chastised Pauldron, I'm gonna dive every single time. And with the damage reduction, if I hit multiple people, even better, my anti-CC can get me in and out of these fights. So really, the all-in is dependent on Yangon more than it is for Team Spirit.
Damage taken as well. Bomba taking a beating, but really hasn't reflected. He has 0 deaths. Bomba with a jump in, the flicker on Kaise again. Bidding on some of those resources, taking everything and finding the stun. Bomba!
Oh, a mistake, and now they're gonna get punished for it. Ying goes down. Blink should be the next to fall here with an epically strong Hiko on top of it all. Like, if things could not get worse here in game number 3 for the momentum that Yangon built in game number 2, TS has completely shut it down.
Bomba just took a 1v5, baited all the resources, everybody corralled in, and it didn't matter. Bros 3-0-3. Now with the Bravest Spider again, no flicker, so he can't go for that stun, but he's able to buy some time right now. The arrow lands in the back line, and it's gonna be Sunset, and Zaur goes godlike. Han's gonna be taken down, and that's Team Spirit, who leads the series 2-1.